Take my word for it, Emilie is a shadow of the upcoming meta. What's up everyone, so Emilie is fast approaching, but with Natlan just around the corner, everyone's already jumped ship to Natlan, and there seems to be no interest in her. However, Emilie is a deceptively strong unit that's a mirror into the new Natlan meta. To see how, we first need to understand her abilities. So the staple of her kit is her skill. When cast, a lamp forms on the field that deals AoE dendro damage for what looks like every 2 seconds. The key thing about the lamp is that there's actually levels to her lamp. On its own, the lamp starts at level 1, but when it hits a burning enemy, the lamp will gain these things called scents. These scents will turn the lamp into level 2, making it deal higher damage and able to attack twice instead of once. As such, burning is the reaction she's meant to be played in. A nice thing is that not only will 2 cents make the lamp stronger, any additional 2 cents will make it deal an extra hit of damage, so extra cents aren't wasted and you can get more out of her skill. When it comes to her burst, it's another really powerful ability of hers. When it's used, a new lamp will be created, and to put it simply, the new lamp will absorb the previous lamp, and this new lamp created will be at level 3, so it'll deal even more damage than before. Once its duration is complete, the level 3 lamp will go away, but the lamp that was absorbed will come back and do its normal thing at the level it was when it was absorbed. With this in mind, let's talk about the impact Emilie has, because the fact is that Emilie does have a lot of competition. There are tons of dendro characters, all of which are very good. The first thing that Emilie brings to the table has gotta be her exceptionally long skill. I'm gonna be completely honest, this is a really good thing. From the livestream, I kept track of how long her lamp lasted for, and it was 25 seconds, which is incredibly long. And then of course with her ultimate, it can be doubled to 50 seconds. This makes Emilie a very attractive dendro unit, since you don't have to worry about maintaining dendro application. This fixes a big annoyance I've had with dendro teams that just turn me off from playing them, where you have to interrupt your attack rotation or main DPS's burst since your dendro support needs to reapply dendro on enemies. I'm looking at you, Nahida. This can be really irritating and just make playing certain dendro teams a really big pain. But with Emilie, you cast her skill once, forget about it for 25 seconds, perform aggravate, hyperbloom or what have you, and then just before that 25 seconds you use her burst to get another 25 seconds for even more of her skill and dendro application. As such, Emilie solves this problem completely and makes playing dendro teams a complete breeze, far easier than any other of the supports in the game. But while Emilie does have this over Nahida, the other dendro supports do have this over her, which is support utility. For example, Nahida gives a big boost to the active character's EM, as well as giving a damage buff that's based on your team's elements. Baiju does things very similar to this, on top of giving a shield and healing. Though Emilie doesn't have any sort of support utility in her kit, which may appear as alarming, she sort of shares in the increase of damage her dendro peers have. In this 50 seconds, of course her lamp will be constantly hitting enemies, and there's a high chance that her damage will be high given the levels her lamps can reach. So long as you remain in level 2 and 3, she'll deal increased damage, so Emilie does aid in the team's damage just with her own personal damage. Now, to talk about the elephant in the room, burning. Burning of course is a very weak reaction, yet it's obvious that Emilie is designed to be played in burning teams. At face value, this may seem as a really bad thing, but believe me, it's actually a good thing in the long run. See, with Natlan approaching, it's commonplace for underperforming units or teams to be improved. You can see this occur throughout the nations we've been in, the most recent examples being Navia and Crystallize. And then with Farina, she's buffed a whole list of characters, so improvements to bad things always happen. Now, just before Natlan, we're getting a dendro character that's meant to be played in burning, and soon we'll be getting the Pyro Archon. You put 2 to 2 together, you get 4, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So to me, it's quite obvious that Emilie is meant to be played as a support to the Pyro Archon, where the two work together to make burning effective. This may even be one of the Pyro Archon's best teams, since remember, Archons are made in a way that improve weak teams. Now you might be thinking that even if this is the case, it doesn't matter since burning is weak. And you're both right and wrong on this. Yes, burning is bad, but the case of burning and Emilie is the same case as Navia and Crystallize. Navia improved Crystallize, but she didn't inherently improve the reaction itself. It's not like the shielding of Crystallize was all of a sudden insane. No, instead Crystallize was only made good in the way that Navia's kid implemented Crystallize, where when you gain these shards, her skills deal much higher damage. Likewise, Emilie doesn't improve burning itself. It's still gonna be a weak reaction, but the weakness doesn't matter since the way that Emilie's lamps implement burning is good and effective, so this offsets the reaction's inherent weakness, and the duo of Emilie and the Archons can be good. Beyond this, it's possible that Emilie could usher in a resurgence of reverse melt teams. Recall when an enemy is burning, they have a pyro aura on them that can be used to melt. In the past, this process was sorta useless, but with now Emilie, she strengthens it. This could also be a buff to cryo characters who have fallen within the meta pretty hard. There's even a cryo unit in the Natlan roster, so fingers crossed. With that, this is my take on Emilie. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please let me know what are your guys' thoughts on her. Do you agree with my take? Do you think she's strong, and are you pulling for her? If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing, and thanks for watching.